Hello, my name is CourtFtw, and I'm a directioner. Whew! Feels good. Feels good to say that to someone, to get it off my chest. It's been eating me up. So you're probably thinking, whoa, Courtney, you're a directioner? You said you hated One Direction and Justin Bieber. Yep. That is what you sound like. I thought so too, but I've recently come to terms with the fact that I think I might be a directioner, and I'm going to explain how now. So just like most people, I first came to know of One Direction when they were just babies in the X Factor. I mean, they weren't actually babies, there wasn't like a boy band of babies on the X Factor, that would be really weird. All I mean is that they were a lot younger than they are now, and they looked a lot younger. I mean, I wasn't even watching the X Factor at the time. The last time I properly watched the X Factor was when Leona Lewis won, so I'm a bit behind. But of course, with something as big as the X Factor, you just can't escape it. It will hunt you down, it will find you, and it will kill you. It won't actually kill you, I was just trying to quote Liam Neeson in Taken. So I'd heard of them, heard they were the big thing at the moment, the big craze, but I thought nothing of it. Just let them do their thing. But then, they won the X Factor! Oh no, they didn't. They came third, didn't they? What's going on there, boys? Kind of expected you to win. So I mean, I already wasn't feeling good about this going into it. If they can't even win the fucking X Factor, why am I going to be interested in them? But then they released their debut single, What Makes You Beautiful, and I was digging it. It's true, I was. I boogied to it. It was my jam. See what I did there? With the jam. Oh, good. And then Boyce Avenue did a cover of it, and shit, son. That's a good cover, yo. Brought something new to the table. It was deep. It got to me. But even though I found the song kind of catchy, and I sort of liked it, my desire for... No, that sounds weird. It sounds like I'm in love with them. My interest in One Direction hadn't really peaked yet, you know? I wasn't feeling like I suddenly had to go out and buy all their music and buy all their merchandise and learn about all the members, like, you know, Zayn Malik and Louis Tomlinson and Harry Styles and Liam Payne and Naharan. So for a long time, I classed myself as a hidden fan. You know, the kind of person who says they hate Call Me Maybe, but then rocks out to it at full volume in their bedroom. I liked What Makes You Beautiful, but I'd never go out and tell people I like One Direction, mainly because I'd probably have no friends left. It's a big deal to be a guy and be a fan of One Direction. I mean, it's sort of more accepted now, but back in the day, when One Direction started, if you were a guy and you liked their music, you were gay. It didn't matter if you liked penis, or vagina, or horses. If you liked One Direction, you were gay. Faggot. Blunder! So I kept it to myself. And then One Direction grew up. They matured. They released a second album. Obviously, being on YouTube all the time, I eventually went onto a Vivo page. And it just so turned out that the advertisement around the video that day was for the new music video for One Direction's Live While We're Young. So I thought, hey, haven't checked out One Direction in a while. Let's see how they're doing, see how they're getting on, see how they've progressed. So I listened to Live While We're Young, and I really liked it. But it was a different sort of like to the way I liked What Makes You Beautiful, because with that song, I listened to it a couple of times, thought it had a catchy tune, but that was it. With Live While We're Young, I found myself constantly listening to it and watching the music video. And then Little Things came out. Oh, Little Things. That was when I started to realise that I may actually like One Direction, not just like a couple of their songs and think they have catchy tunes, because Little Things isn't a catchy tune, it's an emotional song. It's deep. And that seemed to be the first One Direction song that people would come out of the closet about liking. I mean, if you liked What Makes You Beautiful, you'd keep that to yourself. You wouldn't tell anyone. But with Little Things, everyone was all over that shit. And then a couple of months later, one of my friends showed me Kiss You. I really liked it. I mean really liked it. At the time, it was my favourite song. Oh, have I just admitted my favourite song was a One Direction song? Yes, I have. At that point, there was no denying it. That was 3 songs from the same album in a row that I liked. You can't say you don't like a group if that's the case. So then, after a couple of weeks of hard debate with myself and going on a spiritual journey, I took the plunge. I downloaded the album. And not just downloaded the album, I downloaded the yearbook edition. Yeah, I listen to this thing all the time now. All the time. But I'm still not fully comfortable with the fact that I like One Direction. I mean, if I'm listening to their album in public, I'll have to hide the screen so no one can see what I'm listening to, and like I'll have it at a low volume so no one around me can hear it. And I know you're wondering, so here are my top 5 songs from the album, in order. Top tunes. But yeah, I think I may be a Directioner. So there we are, I've told you my deepest inner secret. I've confessed, I've told the world, now you know. If you enjoyed this video and can understand how hard it was for me to confess this to you, my deepest secret, make sure to give the video a big thumbs up down below, it really helps me out. Leave me a comment down below about your opinion on One Direction. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you not care? Leave a comment down below and I will reply to them all. Subscribe down there. That's weird, isn't it? It's not up anymore, it's down. I appreciate all the new subscribers I get, and I upload new videos regularly. And with that, I will see you again soon. End screen!